The only reason that I've hired you guys is because I feel confident you guys could do it. I think Rise is honestly on another fucking level. I honestly do. And I think there's not many people that would tick that box. I live and breathe my business.
Is Carrie Rose lucky?
Very. Growing up, I was that kid that got A's and B's at GCSE, but I was the naughtiest kid in class. And everyone's like, you're so fucking lucky, like irritatingly not like lucky. But I'm also very switched on. I have the ability to like take something in very fast in terms of knowledge. I can read the room. I've got my eyes open constantly, very enthusiastic. So I also think people create their own luck. And I think I've created my own luck. I've put myself in scenarios that nobody else dares put themselves in. And I throw myself deep into things that other people just don't ever get the chance to. Yes, I'm lucky, but I created it. We'll be up there soon. Floor 7.
Floor 7.
Top tips from the best digital PRs in the world. Alice, go. 1.
Don't stop pushing, keep going. Sounded so awkward.
Hannah, go.
Don't be afraid to tweak your headline many times to get the coverage that you want.
Woo! Armani, go.
Absorb everything. Netflix, Twitter, the newspaper, anything that's going on, absorb, because there'll always be something you can hop on and you can build links.
Digital PR tip.
There is a data source for everything, you're just not looking hard enough.
James.
We're doing what we're doing.
Top tip, digital PR.
Just fucking immerse yourself in everything that's going on. Is that
Oh,
what you
what
just
you
said?
said.
Sorry.
Oh, he backs that, he backs that.
Oh yeah, fully back that. I'm all about Armani. Just listen to what Armani's doing, you'll be fine.
Got another one as
Go
well.
on.
Don't be afraid to step out of what you think your brand should talk about, because your audience are interested in lots of other things. So think wider than just sticking to your brand.
I've got a real good one.
Go on then. This should be the best digital PR tip.
Higher Rise at 7.
I've got another one.
Go on. This is never ending.
Whenever you've got something, tart it up, make it sexy, make people want to read it, want to click on it and want to post it.
How was it?
Yeah, it went really well.
Yeah, tell me all.
I love them guys. Sound so
Come on.
good. I need to go on that out of more.
Did they love it?
They did like more really.
They like Luke's idea.
Which one?
They're all yours.
So Luke, what have you been up to?
Pictures.
How many pictures this week?
4.
How many wins this week?
We've only done 2 so far. I'll be confident of, both of them.
What makes us different in our pictures? Don't say you.
I don't know, it's hard to see without seeing others' pitch decks. I think we've got a certain set of things that we include in the decks that we don't actually share online. So we share a lot of stuff online, but we don't share everything that's in the pitch decks. So there's certain analysis that we do, there's certain things that we do to link up SEO and digital PR that we don't really share online.
What's the secret sauce of Rise?
And we all know the answer to that.
I've obviously observed like everything that's gone on like in the last couple of years, even when like a couple of people have left. And when people hand their notice in, I cry. I do. It hurts me, doesn't it, James? I hate it. And I don't know why, just like emotionally, like I'm so connected to the people. I'm building a people business, that's all I care about. But then I realise, like, in the nicest way possible, that sometimes the personality just doesn't fit. And I've realised how much of a match is so important. You know, like when you like find a boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever, like, it's all about like you connecting. It's the exact same on a business level, and I didn't realise that. You know, you just think, oh, you hire people, whatever. But like also, when I hire staff, which is why you said like you think we've got it right, I only hire people that I feel confident that I could go right. I feel confident that James could fucking do this, and I don't hire people that I'm not confident. If I have a slight bit of doubt, I'm like no. The only reason that I've hired you guys is because I feel confident you guys could do it, and I'm not that confident in many people that could come in Rise. I think Rise is honestly on another fucking level. I honestly do. And I think there's not many people that would tick that box. So a few people have been asking all about how we do our newsjacking. Essentially, I actually did a talk on this a couple of weeks ago, and One thing that we've realised is most of our campaigns, or most of the big results that we get, is when we jump on current trends. So things that are going on in the media right now and putting our clients to the heart of it. Most people are like, okay, well, how do you know what's trending? How do you know what topics to jump on? There is we built our own trends tool. So we built something called Early Risers, and essentially it immediately tells us when something is trending across multiple platforms, whether that's Google search, whether that's social media, whether it's TikTok, it could be absolutely anything, even down to sales data from like PLT, etc. We know exactly what's trending across news, across any platform at any given time. So then we can put our client to the heart of that. So I'll give you a good example. Last week, Boris announced that lockdown had been lifted, the pubs had reopened, and we could directly see user behaviour from a search point of view, purchasing point of view. And one really interesting thing that we noticed, that the morning after the pubs had opened, searches and sales for the morning after pill rocketed about 300%. So that's huge. We work with Lloyd's Pharmacy. We then push that stat out that, you know, the morning after pill is like driven by 300% after, you know, the morning after kind of when the pubs opened. And we landed links on, I think it was on the Mirror, the Sun, Times, and a couple of others. So this is just an opportunity for us, very quick, very reactive. It literally takes us a couple of minutes to turn that around. That is newsjacking. That is a reactive approach, which is more and more common now because planned campaigns since COVID are less, not successful, but essentially because of COVID, when you have a planned strategy in place and then all of a sudden travel was on pause and people couldn't go and do the normal things that everybody expected to do, essentially people's plans changed, therefore the strategy changed. We had to be an agile reactive agency. So we essentially built it where originally Rise at 7 was very much like a 70% planned and 30% reactive business. However, we're definitely more 50-50 or even 60% reactive with 40% planned. But we've actually noticed that the newsjacking stuff is one of the most successful strategies we do. We built 400 links for a trader website. So they basically do Forex trading. We built over 400 links just through newsjacking for them by jumping on current trends, business administration, like company reports, etc. And if you go to Rise at 7's website, we actually did a blog post about this, how we did it, how we delivered 40 links. We're so transparent about what we do. If you head to my Twitter at Carrie PR as well, you'll also find so many examples of how we've done this and being transparent of the sort of ways we go about it, how we track current trends, what we write in our comments, how we send our emails. So it's definitely worth a shout out. But yeah, newsjacking and reactive, pretty much, I actually believe Will Hobson is the king of newsjacking and reactive. Will Hobson is our PR director at Rise at 7, based in our London team. He runs the whole PR service and he is the king of newsjacking. So if you've got any questions, definitely DM and make sure you subscribe for more content like this.